Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. Today I've got something special, or two things special to show you guys, new things in the studio. As you might be able to imagine, the studio progression has been evolving quite nicely, and we thought having some larger brick-built fixtures or pieces of furniture was something that would be fitting for a gigantic Lego studio. Thanks a lot Everblock for sending over the desk to us, and the wall in the back of the warehouse is exactly what we were looking for in terms of an appropriate barrier between displays and storage. Right off the bat, let me just say that there's a very wide variety of different furniture, walls, retail displays, and essentially anything you put your mind to when building with Lego bricks or Everblock bricks. And my brother and I had a really fun time looking at the gallery, just seeing what other people had created from all these different modular blocks in the past. Their digital software is easy to use for creating your own designs online, and for us, going with Everblock was kind of a no-brainer, certainly a win-win. We like the style. Conceptually, this absolutely works for our Lego studio, and when we were looking at other furniture and fixtures to do the same function in our area, the price point was certainly competitive with Everblock. So anyways guys, the link to everblocksystems.com is in the description below. I highly recommend you check them out. And now for the building process. What did it take to get all these blocks built up in the studio? First, the desk arrived. It was in a couple of different cardboard boxes. The bricks fit inside there about as snug as can be, and you can also see the way that they hold together. You can pick them up in the columns and they stay together perfectly. There's actually a lot of friction between the studs here, and by the time you build anything out of these blocks, you'll find that they stay together incredibly strong. Inside the second box, it was a little bit more colorful, and it also came with this pamphlet. Inside, it just kind of shows you more stuff that Everblocks does, lots of examples of different creations. And then after everything was unpacked from the boxes, my brother, by using the digital instructions on his phone, put the whole thing together in I think under half an hour. The entire desk is made of some pretty tough, high quality plastic bricks, with the only change in material being the actual desktop, which is made of metal, and it has a bunch of stud holes punched out in the side so it can fit to the exact dimensions that we had specified earlier. Those are covered up by a few of their tile pieces that we put in black, though I suppose if you wanted, you could just leave those tile pieces off if you wanted to have a bunch of studs poking through. Let me know what you think about the color combination my brother chose for the front desk here. You can see it pretty easily from the front of the office, which is nice. It's very colorful, and we wanted it to evoke a bit of sort of the classic Lego build style where you have a bunch of different colored bricks and you just sort of stack them on top of each other, but also we wanted it to look a little bit cleaner by having a bit of a black border on the bottom and top. It's just our own personal aesthetic, but I'm actually glad that we chose something colorful because you can see it really easily from the entrance of the studio. This is Ramon's best 90s TV show character intro take. Took a few tries, but I think this one worked out pretty well. And then for building the wall, we didn't want it to distract too much from the rest of the backroom warehouse here, so there's only a little bit of color variation, but you can see that it came on two different pallets. I don't remember how many bricks it is, but it's a 34-foot wall, I think roughly 8 feet tall at the end of it all, and these two giant marshmallow blocks on pallets over the course of I think a day or two on and off got turned into a massive barrier between our display area and the storage in the back. You can see when it's all done that it's not just a flat wall. Every 10 or so bricks there is a bit of a support column that adds to stability for the wall. It makes it a little bit easier for it to stand, and I think it also just looks a little bit nicer being able to break up the flat smooth surface. Just a little bit of gray and black have been speckled throughout the wall. We didn't want it to juxtapose too dramatically with the rest of the warehouse, but anybody can see when looking at it a bit closer that yes, this is indeed a brick-built wall through and through. If you push up against the bricks, or you can even pound against them, you'll find that it's a very solid wall. This is something that I don't think we'd feel nervous for anybody to bump into or lean against, even though it's not actually connected to any of the side walls. This is just a single standing wall on its own. Now you can see pretty clearly the difference between the barrier on one side of the display area and our storage area in the back, which looks really messy. And to get between the two spots, we have a built-in sliding door built straight into the wall, which is awesome. The sliding action of this door is very smooth. There's little to no resistance when opening and closing it, and when you do open or close the door, you can feel a little click just so you know that the handle is engaged engaged to the wall, though it doesn't actually lock. It's such a light door, I don't even think it would be worth trying to lock something like this, but I do like the option of being able to go between the barrier and also having a door that matches up with the rest of the look of the wall, more or less, certainly from a distance. All said and done, our big warehouse room in the back is starting to feel a lot different now that we've got a very specific area where we can keep all of our larger Lego displays, and the front of our offices now feels more official now that we've got a front desk. So let me know what you guys think about our new brick-built furniture in the studio, guys. Thanks a lot, Everblocks Systems, again, for sending this stuff over to us. And if you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time at BrickVault. Hey everybody, just jumping in very quickly. I'd like to let you guys know that we've got ourselves a Lego web store that is www.brickvault.toys, where we sell these step-by-step PDF instructions for some incredibly high quality mocks. The revenue from the web store helps support us here at the channel, as well as the incredibly talented designers that spend all the time, effort, and energy making these amazing builds. I really do recommend that you guys go check out the web store. That's www.brickvault.toys. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.